Welcome back, Gameyaaad family. I am so delighted this morning to join you again for another video, and I just want to, wish you all a wonderful day today, and by extension, a wonderful week ahead. Now, I will be, providing a little bit of statistics as it relates to the West Indies Championship. As you would have known, the first round would have been done and dusted, and the Jamaica Scorpions, the Guyana Harpy Eagles, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, and the Leeward Islands Hurricane would have been our winners for the first round. Right, so we will be looking now, on the performance that would have, taken place in the first round. And there are a lot of KPIs as it relates to cricket, and so we will be looking on those important KPIs that would have, been achieved in the first round of games. Just looking ahead before I get into the statistics, the second round is scheduled to bowl off on February 5, right, and that will run up to February 8. And the Red Force will be taking on the Windward Islands Volcanoes. The combined campuses and colleges team will be taking on the Guyana Harpy Eagles. The West Indies Academy will be taking on the Barbados Pride, and the Jamaica Scorpions will go up against the Leeward Island Hurricanes. Alright, so those are the matches to come in the next 3 days. Now I will be looking on the statistics for the first round that would have completed a day ago. I must say this up front, I do not have the point standing. It's really a shame, to be honest with you. Cricket West Indies would not have published the point system, and so I'm not in a position to give you the point standing at this time. So as soon as that information is available, I will share it with you. I'm not sure if it is the same point system from last year. I do not want to assume, right? I would have, searched the internet to see if they would have published anything on the point system for this year. So once that information becomes available, I will definitely share it with you. Alright, so now I will be looking on the highest team total, and currently Trinidad and Tobago would have scored the highest team total in the first round. They would have scored 504 for 6 declare, and that was against the combined campuses and colleges team in Taruba, right? And as you know, Trinidad and Tobago would have gone on to win that game. Guyana Harpy Eagles, they would have scored 382 in their first innings against the Barbados Pride at the Providence Stadium in Guyana. The next on the list are the Leeward Islands. They would have scored 358 against the West Indies Academy at Coolidge. The Barbados Pride, they would have scored 346, right? In their first innings against the Guyana Harpy Eagles at the Providence Stadium. And Jamaica Scorpion would have scored 337 in their first innings against the Windward Islands Volcanoes. And those are the top 5 scores, top 5 highest team totals in the first round. Let's move on to the highest scores, individual scores. So Jason Mohammed would have scored the highest run individual score, and that would have been 176, and that would have taken 276 deliveries. He would have scored 18 fours in that knock, as well as 1-6 at a strike rate of 63.76. Jid Gooley would have scored 121 of 198 deliveries, and he would have scored 19 boundaries in that knock at a strike rate of 61.11. Yes. Jermaine Blackwood would have scored the next century, 109 from 215 deliveries, and he would have scored 9 fours in that knock at a strike rate of 50.69. As it relates to Kevlan Anderson, he would have scored 101, and he would have taken 157 deliveries, scoring 15 boundaries at a strike rate of 64.33. And Kemal Savory would have scored 99. That was an agonizing, 99 runs. Scored from 144 deliveries. He scored 14 fours and 1-6 at a strike rate of 68.75. And Matthew Ford would have scored 82 from 91 deliveries, scoring 8 fours, 3 6s at a strike rate of 90.1. Those are the individual highest score in the first round. So who would have scored the most runs in the first round so far? And that is Jermaine Blackwood. He would have amassed 184 runs in the first round. We know that he would have scored a century, 109 in the first innings, and then he came back to score 75 in the second innings against the Windward Islands Volcanoes, right? He would have scored those runs at an average of 92, right? And his overall strike rate would have been 56.79. Next on the list would be Jason Mohammed. He has amassed 176 runs so far. And Jamar Hamilton would have amassed 127 runs from his 2 innings, right? Scoring at an average of 63.5. Now, Jid Gooley, he would have scored 121 from his 1 innings so far, and his average would have been 121, and his strike rate, as I said before, 61.11. Kevlan Anderson, the same. He would have batted only 1 innings, and Kemal Savory would have been 99. He would have amassed from his 1 inning so far. All right. In terms of the highest strike rate, Rakeem Cornwall sits at the top of the table with a strike rate of 116.66. And strike rate has become a very important KPI, since Test cricket. The way Test cricket is being played nowadays, it has become very, very important. In the past, we did not see high strike rate in 4-day cricket as a KPI, but now it has become very important because T20 cricket would have changed the way how Test cricket would have been played in the modern era. All right, so Joel Anjo, his strike rate currently is on 116.32. Odin Smith, 110.86. Ronald Ali Muhammad, 109.37. Joshua Bishop, 96.42. And Sunil Ambrose, 92.68. Now let us look on the highest partnerships in terms of runs scored. And sitting on top of the table would be Jason Mohammed and Jid Gooley. They would have scored 227 runs for Trinidad for the 3rd wicket stand against the combined campuses and colleges team. right? Kemal Savory and Kevlin Anderson, they would have scored 185 for the fourth wicket against the Barbados Pride, and they would have scored that for the Guyana Harpy Eagles. Vikash Mohan and Cephas Cooper, they would have scored 139 for the first wicket for Trinidad against the combined campuses and colleges team. Shane Older and Matthew Ford, they would have scored 119 for the seventh wicket for Barbados against the Guyana Harpy Eagles. And Jamar Hamilton and Karima Gore, they would have scored 110 for the fifth wicket stand against the West Indies Academy, and they would have played for the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. And Jermaine Blackwood and Daniel Beckford, they would have scored 99 runs partnership for the fifth wicket against the Windward Islands Volcanoes. Alright, let's move on now to the bowlers. In terms of the most wicket taken in the tournament so far, Joshua Bishop is sitting on top of the table. He would have taken 10 wickets so far with a career best of 7 for 85 runs at an economy of 3.28. Second on the table is Carey Pear. He would have taken 9 wickets so far with a career best of 7 for 40 and at an average of 10 runs at an economy of 2.16. Richie Lucknoth would have taken 9 wickets so far and best figures of 5 for 23 at an economy of 3.2. Rakeem Cornwall would have taken 7 wickets so far at an economy of 3.14 with best figures of 4 for 41. Hamari Redwood from Jamaica, he would have taken 7 wickets so far and he would have taken a career best of 7 for 72 at an economy of 4.12. And rounding off the table is Kenneth Tember. He would have taken 6 wickets so far with best figures of 5 for 95 at an economy of 2.74. In terms of best economy, Jid Booley currently has the best economy with 1.38, and Cameron Pennyfeather, he has an economy currently after the first round of 1.9. Markino Minley 2.1, Kevin Wickham 2.16, Carey Pear 2.16, and Brian Charles 2.20. As it relates to catches, Demario Richards would have been on the top of the table with 5 catches so far. Brian Charles of Trinidad and Tobago, 3 catches so far. And Kieran Cottoy, 3 catches so far. Kurt McKenzie, 3 catches so far. Mel Evelyn, 2 catches so far. And John Campbell, 2 catches so far. So that would have been all the KPIs, the more important KPIs in the first round so far. I hope this video would have been beneficial to you for those who like statistics. Just stay tuned to Gameyaaad TV. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please hit that bell icon so that you can be notified whenever content would have been uploaded to the channel. Thanks again, one and all, for watching. I really appreciate your support, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.